Welcome to Garza Gaming Channel. Today I have a very special video for all my Reapers. This is going to be video one of a new segment I'm adding to my gaming channel, which I'm calling Gamer Fuel Feast Like the Gods, right? So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make restaurant quality chicken wings at a fraction of the cost. These wings you'll be able to cook in under 30 minutes with only anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes of prep time, depending on the type of chicken that you purchase, right? Now, the equipment I'm going to be using for today's video is a NinjaWoodfire Grill XL with Pro Connect technology. And that Pro Connect technology is the important part of this grill that allows me to cook while continuing to game at the same time, as you're going to see in today's video. Now, keep in mind, we are not sponsored by Ninja. This video is not sponsored by Ninja. But if anybody from Ninja is out there and wants to sponsor me, hey man, let me know. But I am an Amazon affiliate, and we'll have affiliate links for pretty much anything I use in any of my videos in the description of this video, right? You use those Amazon affiliate links, I get a small commission at no additional charge to you, which goes a long way helping the channel, and I really appreciate that, right? Okay, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, you can actually use various different types of chicken wings, right? You can get the ones that are already pre-cut, or you can get the whole ones like I do. I like these whole ones, and I cut them myself. Now I'm gonna show you how you cut them, right? So if you do get these, keep in mind, you can actually cook them just like this, or what I like to do is go ahead and cut off the flapper at the end. Now keep in mind there's a joint right there, so you want to get right under the joint. Cook it right there, put this to the side. And then right here is where you're going to have your flats and your little drumstick, right? So what I like doing is pretty much just, cutting a little bit of the skin right there so I can feel where that bone is. You can see, and you want to go just to this, you're going to feel a little nub. You're going to want to go just to the left of the nub and just cut down. And that should be able to separate the flapper from the drumstick. And it's just that simple. Now what I like to do is I like to separate these, because what I like doing is cooking my flats to where they're really, really crispy. And unfortunately, the drumsticks take a little bit longer to get to the same level of crispiness. So I like to separate both of them and then cook them, independently of each other. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and then we'll come back. Okay, so now that we got everything nice and trimmed out, right? Well, I'm just going to show you the flats, because the drums work out the exact same way. It's just that you just cook the drumsticks maybe a little bit longer, right? So once you got your flats ready to go, what you do is you get you a Ziploc bag and go ahead and pour your flat wings into the Ziploc bag. This is going to be an easy way of mixing the seasonings in the oil, so that they get nice and crispy, right? So you can just slide them in there and be careful not to have them fall. This is just so much easier than using your hands. Now normally, one fell out. So normally I would use gloves, but unfortunately I ran out of gloves. So I mean, it is what it is. Now what do? You can put like a tablespoon maybe of oil. I just play it by ear and add maybe just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Now I'm using extra virgin olive oil. The reason I use that is because it gives the chicken a nice crisp skin once it's done. Now keep in mind that when you're using olive oil starts to burn above 400 degrees. So you want to make sure that when you're cooking, no matter what air fryer you're going to use or grill you're going to use, that you're cooking under, I'd recommend 390 degrees or lower. I'm going to be cooking at 390 degrees. Okay, so now that we got the oil in the bag, what we're going to do is you just put in your seasonings. Now I like using this Jack Daniel's seasoning I picked up at my local grocer. I mean, it is what it is. You can pretty much use whatever seasoning you want. So you throw some seasoning in there, some garlic salt, just generic salt I got from Sam's Club. Then you close your bag, and then get to mixing, right? So it's just that simple. You just mix it. Make sure that everything gets nice and covered, right? This is just an easy way of doing it without making a big mess. Okay, you can see they're getting nice and covered. Everything, the wings are starting to turn red. Now keep in mind, I usually end up putting a little bit more seasoning once I get them in the tray. as you're going to see here shortly. But just that quick, they're pretty much seasoned up, right? So we're going to put these to the side for right now, put the plate down to the side, and then we're going to use our basket. Now for the basket, what I like to do is put some oil on the basket so it doesn't, so the wings don't stick to it while you're cooking, right? So a trick that I like doing to that is I get some paper towels, and I mean, you can use a spray and just spray it outside if you wanted to. Now I'm going to be using an outside fryer or an outside grill. My grill is actually a fryer, so I'm going to be cooking outside. But you can pretty much use any fryer that you have set available, right? Okay, so we're going to grab some olive oil and just spray down the basket a little bit so it reduces the chance of your wings sticking. Then we simply put the wings in the basket. Just that simple. All right. And discard the bag. All right. So what I like to do is I like to place the wings, you know, not on top of each other, but I actually place them side by side. Again, I cook the flats and the drumsticks separately because I cook them for different times. It just makes it easier for me. Plus, it's just me and the wife, so we really don't like to cook too much chicken at one time. Now, the cool thing about this is you can actually cook both and then just put, you know, eat whatever you want to eat and then store the rest for tomorrow or the next day, right? A good bag of wings will probably last like 2 or 3 days. That's what I'm saying, man. So for the price, you know, of one McDonald's meal, you can feed 2 people for almost 2 or 3 days, which is really, really cool. Okay, so here we go. All right, and that's one more, and that's pretty much the way it looks. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and put it on the grill. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is preheat our grill. Now right here what we have is the NinjaWoodfire grill, right? Now the important thing about the Woodfire grill is it has an app that it comes with, right? And the app is what I really like because it allows me to actually game while my food is cooking, and I track everything via my app. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing is going ahead and start the pre-cooking. We want to cook this one. What we're going to end up doing is cooking it at 390, air frying at 390 for about, I'd say about 22 to 24 minutes, and we'll end up actually checking on it as we go. Okay, we'll go to air crisp, and we'll go for 20. We'll put it for 24 minutes, but we'll check it periodically. I like my wings nice and crispy. Okay, so it's preheating, and we'll come back here in a minute to check on it. Okay, so this is the app that I was talking about that comes with the NinjaWoodfire grill. This is just my recording software right here. Stick it to the side, but as you can see that the preheating is 50% done. So once it's done, the app is going to tell me to go ahead and add the food, and then we'll go ahead and do that and get things rolling. As you can see here, we're going to be cooking for 24 minutes. And it's at 390 degrees. Again, since we're using olive oil, you do not want to go over 390 degrees because what ends up happening is that oil starts to burn. Okay, so as you can see here, the app is telling us to add food. So we're going to go ahead and add the food. Now, I put some aluminum foil at the bottom, only just to keep the grill clean. Now we just close it up, and in about 18 to 20 minutes, we'll come back and check on it. As you can see here on our app, it will pretty much tell us where we're sitting at. So it makes it really easy to go in and check on our chicken wings to see if they're nice and crispy. I usually like to come back around, like I said, 18 to 20 minutes to toss them up, and then cook them probably for another 4 to 6 more minutes, depending on how crispy they look. Okay, so what you could do is you could actually pick up the basket with some gloves and shake them up. What I like to do is I individually turn them. This way I know for a fact that they get turned, each individual one gets turned, and everybody gets cooked nice and evenly. As you can see, it's the chicken's already starting to fry up really, really nice. So we're just going to turn each of them around real quick and see, and then probably cook it for another, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes. And Be careful not to touch the side like I just did because it was very hot. Alright, good deal, good deal. As you can see, the skins did not stick to the side of the basket that much, only a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep on keeping them. Boy, they're looking pretty good so far though, aren't they? Alright, let's go ahead and add a little bit of time here. We'll add, let's say 10 minutes. Alright, and we'll come back and check it in another 5. Okay, so we're coming up on 5 minutes and 20 seconds, or 5 minutes even, from the additional 10 minutes that we used. So let's go ahead and check on the chicken to see if it's ready. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to use one of these thermostats, right? Taylor makes pretty good thermostats, but you can pretty much get any of these on Amazon or your local grocery store, right? And I have links to everything I used today in the bottom of the description of this video. Now, what you want to do is ensure that the chicken wings are at least 165 Fahrenheit. So we're going to go ahead and open it. Usually you can pretty much look at them and tell they're done or not, but just to make sure, because chicken is something you definitely don't want. Ooh, that's pretty hot. 199, 200. So it looks like they're pretty good to go, actually. Everything looks like they're well done. 206. Yeah, it looks like they're good to go, actually. Now, even though they're good, I like my wings a little extra crispy, so I'm going to go ahead and let them ride for another 4.5 minutes. At this point, like I said, you could actually take yours off if you wanted to, but I like my chicken's wings a little bit extra crispy. And once they're done, we'll go ahead and move inside and start the saucing process. Okay, so our chicken wings are nice and fried out, so now what we're going to do is we're going to end up saucing them. Now, one thing that you do if you're like Buffalo Wild Wings, we have some mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings, which works very, very good, but is kind of spicy. So if you don't like, spicy stuff, you can pretty much use any sauce you want. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find us a bowl and squirt a little bit in there like that. And then what we're going to do is grab a spoon and then scoop it in, right? Because we definitely don't want to get that stuff all over our fingers. Make sure we're covering it nice. Add a little bit more because I like mine nice and saucy. All right. And just mix them like that. Just making sure that you're coating as you go, right? And again, I like my chicken wings, a little more crispy than normal. Because I don't like chicken fat, so I definitely like to use a little bit more sauce so the chicken wing doesn't taste so dried out. But I do like that crispness. Ooh, I can smell that habanero. And we're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and plate this. All right, so we got our plate. And boom, there we go. Just that simple. And like I said, the whole, from start to finish, this party takes probably about, I'd say about 25 to 30 minutes tops. Of course, if you get the chicken that's already pre-cut, it saves you about 10 to 15 minutes, right? But I like the fresh chicken because it tastes better. Okay, so there you go, man. Our Reaper wings in less than 30 minutes, right? So this is going to keep you from having to buy those, those McDonald's chicken wings or those Popeye chicken wings. Let's try it out and see how they're any good. Oh, that's good. Ooh, look at that sweet coming off of it. So there you have it. Restaurant quality wings at a fraction of the price, right? And it only took us, less than 30 minutes to cook with anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes of prep time, depending on the type of chicken that you use, right? Again, this was not a Ninja sponsored video, but I am an Amazon affiliate and I'll have affiliate links for the grill and various other items I used today in the description of this video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. I plan on doing more videos like this in addition to my awesome gaming videos, right? So make sure you have those notifications turned on so you get notified when I do. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm Garza, your OG on the GC. We'll see you next time.